Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Liam and Olivia.
Yes, welcome. We are so happy you are here with us today.
This is the podcast where English feels real, natural, and part of your everyday life.
No pressure, no heavy explanations, just honest conversations that help you grow.
And today, we have an episode that is genuinely going to change how confident you feel in English conversations.
Yes, because today we are talking about something that causes so much unnecessary worry for English learners.
The fear of sounding rude without meaning to.
That fear is so real, and so many learners hold back from speaking because of it.
They worry that a word they choose might offend someone or sound harsh or come across as disrespectful.
And today we are going to take that fear away, or at least a big part of it.
Before we start, a small and genuine request from us.
If this podcast is helping you feel more confident in English, please like this episode right now.
And if you have not subscribed yet, please join our community today. A new episode is waiting for you every single day.
Every episode brings you one step closer to the English you want. Do not miss a single one. So, today we are looking at 10 English words that often feel rude or harsh to learners.
Words that when you first hear them or first use them make you think, oh no, did I just say something offensive?
But actually, they are completely normal, completely natural, and native speakers use them all the time without any negative intention at all.
And understanding this is going to free you up so much in conversations.
Because right now, some of you are avoiding these words completely out of fear.
And in doing that, you're sometimes making your English sound more awkward or more complicated than it needs to be.
So today, we set you free. 10 words, real explanations, real examples. Let us go.
We're going to look at them in groups, words that feel blunt, words that feel too direct, and words that feel harsh but are actually just honest.
And by the end, you're going to feel much more relaxed about using natural, everyday English.
Let's start with the first group, words that feel blunt but are completely normal.
The first word is no.
Just no. One small word, but so many learners are terrified of it.
Yes, learners often feel that saying no directly is rude, so they say things like, I'm not sure, or maybe, or let me think about it, when they actually mean no.
And the problem is that in English, a clear and direct no is not rude at all. It's actually respectful.
Because it's honest. It doesn't waste anyone's time. It doesn't give false hope. It's clear and kind in its clarity.
Think about a situation at work. Your colleague asks if you can cover their shift on Saturday. You have plans already.
You could say, no, I'm afraid I can't do Saturday. I have something on already. I've got something on.
That no at the beginning is not rude. It's direct, it's clear, it saves confusion.
Or a friend asks if you want to try a food you really don't like. You smile and say, no, thank you. That food is really not for me.
No thank you. Polite, direct, natural. Native speakers say this dozens of times every day.
And in relationships, being able to say no clearly is actually a sign of healthy communication.
When you say, no, I cannot help with that right now, it's not rejection, it's honesty. And honesty builds trust.
So the lesson here is simple. No is not rude. No with a warm tone and sometimes a brief reason is perfectly natural English.
You do not need to apologize for 3 sentences before saying no. Just say it, kindly, clearly, and move on.
The second word, blunt.
Oh, this one is interesting because blunt itself is a word that learners sometimes think sounds harsh.
But blunt just means direct and honest without softening, and in English, it's often used as a compliment or a neutral description.
When someone says, let me be blunt with you, they're not being rude, they're actually showing respect.
They're saying, I value you enough to be honest with you. I'm not going to waste your time with vague language.
Think about a mentor at work. You ask for feedback on your presentation, and they say, I'm going to be blunt because I think it will help you more than flattery.
That feels like care. That feels like someone who genuinely wants to help you improve.
Or a close friend who says, I'm going to be blunt because that's what real friends do. I think you're making a mistake here.
That bluntness is love. It's the kind of honesty that only people who truly care about you will offer.
So when someone says they're being blunt with you, receive it with openness. They're choosing honesty over comfort. That's a gift.
And when you want to be honest in English, you can use this word too. It signals that what follows is genuine and meant to help.
The third word, honest.
Similar to blunt, but a little softer. And learners sometimes think that saying, to be honest, sounds like everything else they say is a lie.
I've heard that worry before, and I completely understand it.
But to be honest is just a very natural English filler phrase. It signals that you are about to share your real opinion or feeling.
Honestly, I think this restaurant is a little overpriced. That honestly doesn't mean everything else you say is dishonest.
It just means right now I'm going to share my genuine, unfiltered view.
And in a conversation with a friend, to be honest, I was a little hurt by what you said the other day.
That, to be honest, opens the door to a real, honest conversation. It's vulnerable. It's brave. It's not rude at all.
At work, you might say, to be honest, I think the project needs more time before we present it.
That's professional and direct, and your colleagues will respect you more for saying it clearly than for staying silent. So honestly and to be honest are your friends. Use them when you want to signal genuine feeling or real opinion.
They make your English more human, more trustworthy, more real.
Now, say it with us. Everyone listening, repeat these phrases out loud.
No, thank you. To be honest. That's wrong.
Let me be blunt. To be honest.
Say them again with full confidence. No, thank you. Let me be blunt. To be honest.
Feel how natural those sound. None of them are rude. All of them are real, everyday English.
Now, let's move to the second group, words that feel too direct but are perfectly normal.
The fourth word, wrong.
Oh, yes, learners often avoid the word wrong because it feels like an attack.
But wrong is just a neutral word that describes an incorrect fact or a mistaken idea. It doesn't have to carry any aggression.
Think about a simple moment. You're giving a friend directions to your house. They say, turn left at the big tree, but actually it's turn right.
You just say, actually, that's wrong. It's turn right, not left. Here, let me send you the map.
That wrong is helpful. It prevents your friend from getting lost. It's a gift, not an attack.
Or at work, during a meeting, someone states a figure that you know is incorrect. You say, I think that number might be wrong. The report I read showed a different figure. Let me pull it up.
That wrong is professional. It protects the team from making a decision based on incorrect information.
And in everyday conversation, your friend thinks a film came out in a certain year, but you know it was different.
You smile and say, I think you might be wrong about that. Let's look it up.
Might be wrong softened slightly, even friendlier, but still clear, still direct, and still completely natural.
The key is tone. Wrong, said with warmth and a light energy, is not rude. It's just honest and helpful.
Wrong said with anger or frustration can feel harsh, but that's about the tone, not the word itself.
So trust the word, manage your tone, and wrong becomes a perfectly useful and natural part of your everyday English.
The fifth word, obviously.
This one makes learners nervous because it can sound like you're saying the other person should already know something.
And yes, said with the wrong tone, obviously can feel dismissive, like obviously you should know this already.
But in most natural conversations, obviously is just a very natural English filler phrase. It signals that you're about to share your real opinion or feeling.
Honestly, I think this restaurant is a little overpriced. That obviously doesn't mean everything else you say is dishonest.
It just means right now I'm going to share my genuine, unfiltered view.
Or in a conversation with a friend, to be honest, I was a little hurt by what you said the other day.
That, to be honest, opens the door to a real, honest conversation. It's vulnerable. It's brave. It's not rude at all.
At work, you might say, to be honest, I think the project needs more time before we present it.
That's professional and direct, and your colleagues will respect you more for saying it clearly than for staying silent.
So obviously and to be honest are your friends. Use them when you want to signal genuine feeling or real opinion.
They make your English more human, more trustworthy, more real.
Now, say it with us. Everyone listening, repeat these phrases out loud.
That's wrong. Obviously, I understand. Basically, it's simple.
Say them again. That's wrong. Obviously, I understand. Basically, it's simple.
None of those are rude. All of those are natural, everyday English, and now they belong to you.
Now, let's look at the third group, words that feel harsh but are actually just honest and real.
The seventh word, whatever.
Oh, this one has a reputation because in some context, whatever does sound dismissive or like you don't care.
But in many everyday contexts, it's just a casual way of expressing flexibility or acceptance.
Think about choosing where to have lunch with a colleague. You genuinely don't mind where you go. They ask, "Where do you want to eat?" And you say, "Honestly, whatever you prefer. I'm easy."
That whatever is relaxed and generous. It says, you choose. I trust your judgment. I'm happy either way.
Or planning a weekend activity with friends. Whatever works for everyone is fine with me. That's flexibility. That's being a good team player.
And in casual conversation, your friend asks what a film is about. You say, whatever you want to watch. I'm just happy to be here.
That whatever carries warmth. It says, your comfort matters more than my preference right now.
The key again is context and tone. Whatever said with warmth and a relaxed energy is generous and natural.
Whatever said with a flat tone after an argument sounds like you have given up on the conversation. That version is the one to avoid.
So use whatever freely when you genuinely mean either option is fine, and pair it with words like honestly or I'm easy or whatever you prefer to keep it warm.
The eighth word, actually.
Actually is such a useful word, but learners sometimes worry it sounds like a correction or a contradiction.
And yes, it can introduce a correction, but it does it very gently. It softens the correction rather than sharpening it.
Think about giving directions again. Your friend is about to go the wrong way. You say, actually, the station is the other way. Let me walk with you.
That actually did not attack. It just gently redirected. It saved the situation without any harshness.
Or at a restaurant, the waiter brings the wrong dish. You say politely, actually, I ordered the pasta, not the rice. No rush, though.
That actually is calm, polite, clear, and the waiter understands immediately without feeling blamed.
And in expressing a surprise, positive feeling, you try something new and discover you love it.
You say, I actually really enjoyed that. I did not expect to, but I am so glad I tried it.
That actually adds genuine surprise and delight. It's not rude at all. It's authentic and warm.
Actually is one of the most versatile and useful words in conversational English. Use it freely.
It softens corrections, it expresses genuine surprise, it adds authenticity to your feelings and opinions.
The ninth word, fine.
Fine is a word that confuses so many learners, because in some situations, fine means something is genuinely okay, and in other situations, it can carry a hidden frustration.
And learners sometimes worry that when they say fine, people will think they're secretly annoyed.
But in most normal, everyday contexts, fine is just a neutral, positive word meaning acceptable or good enough or all right.
Someone asks how your food is, you say, it's fine. It means it's good, no complaints.
Or after completing a task, your manager asks how it went. You say, it went fine, no major issues.
That fine is professional and calm. It means everything was acceptable and within expectations.
And when someone asks if you're okay after a small bump or stumble, you laugh and say, I'm fine, thank you, just clumsy.
That fine is reassuring and light. It tells everyone no serious harm done, we can all relax.
The version of fine that carries hidden frustration is when it's said alone with a long pause before it. That fine, said in a flat, quiet voice after a disagreement, means something very different.
But in normal flowing conversation, fine is just fine, ordinary, neutral, natural, useful.
So use fine freely in everyday situations and trust that the context and your tone will communicate the right meaning.
The 10th word, seriously.
Seriously is used constantly in natural English, and learners sometimes think it sounds like disbelief or mockery.
But seriously is used in so many warm and genuine ways in everyday conversation.
When a friend shares amazing news, you say, seriously? That's incredible. I'm so happy for you.
That seriously is pure joy and amazement. It's not mocking, it's celebrating.
When you want to emphasize how much you mean something, you say, seriously though, thank you so much for being there for me.
That seriously adds weight and sincerity to your gratitude. It says, this is not just a polite phrase, I really mean it.
Or when something is genuinely impressive. Your friend runs their first marathon and you say, Seriously, that is one of the most impressive things I've ever heard.
That seriously makes the compliment feel real and felt, not just a casual, nice one.
And in a playful moment with someone you're comfortable with, they do something silly and you laugh and say, seriously, what were you thinking?
That seriously is affectionate teasing. It's not mean, it's the language of closeness and comfortable friendship.
So, seriously is a word full of life, full of emotion, full of human warmth.
Use it when something surprises you. Use it to add weight to your genuine feelings. Use it to celebrate and to tease lovingly.
And never be afraid of it. It's one of the most expressive words in everyday English.
Now, let's talk about some common mistakes learners make around these kinds of words.
The first mistake, avoiding direct words completely and making sentences longer and more complicated than they need to be.
For example, instead of saying no thank you, a learner might say, I'm terribly sorry, but unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to in this particular situation.
We've all heard this, and we understand the intention. The learner wants to be extra polite.
But in English, being overly long and indirect can actually sound less natural than a warm, direct no.
Native speakers value clarity. A kind no is more respected than a long, vague maybe that never arrives at an answer.
So, practice saying, no thank you, I can't make it this time. That's polite, and that's enough.
The second mistake, using these words with a flat or tense tone and then wondering why they sound harsh.
The word itself is rarely the problem. The tone is almost always the issue.
Obviously, said with a warm smile means of course, without a doubt, absolutely.
Obviously, said with a sharp, flat voice, sounds like you should already know this.
Same word, completely different feeling because tone is the emotion carrier in English.
So when you practice these words, practice them with a warm, open tone. Let your voice do the softening work.
Your voice is actually your most powerful tool in English communication. Use it warmly, and almost any word becomes friendly.
The third mistake, translating the emotional weight of these words from your first language into English.
In some languages, blunt means aggressive. In some languages, wrong means shameful. In some languages, no means rejection.
But in English, these words are lighter, more neutral, more everyday.
When you hear these words in English, try to hear them in English, not through the filter of your first language.
That emotional translation is what causes the misunderstanding. The English word often carries much less weight than the equivalent word in another language.
Trust English on its own terms, and these words will start feeling comfortable very quickly.
Now let's bring all 10 words into real daily life situations together.
Imagine a day at work. Monday morning, a team meeting is starting.
Your manager asks if everyone is available for a follow-up meeting on Friday afternoon. You have a prior commitment.
You say clearly, no, I'm afraid Friday afternoon doesn't work for me. I have something already scheduled. Could we do Thursday instead?
No, direct, polite, professional. And you offered an alternative. Perfect.
Later in the meeting, a colleague presents some data. One of the figures doesn't match what you read in the report.
You say, actually, I think that figure might be wrong. The report I read showed a different number. Let me find it.
Actually and wrong, both used professionally, both helpful. No one is offended. The team gets accurate information.
At lunch, a new colleague asks what your role basically involves. You smile and say, basically, I manage the relationship between our team and the clients, making sure communication stays clear and everyone is happy.
Basically, it made a complicated role feel accessible and clear. Your new colleague understands immediately.
After lunch, your manager asks how a tricky client call went this morning. You say, honestly, it went better than I expected. They were actually really open to our suggestions.
Honestly and actually, both adding warmth and authenticity to your answer. Your manager feels reassured and connected to your genuine experience.
End of the day, your colleague asks if you want to join the team for drinks. You're genuinely tired and need rest.
You say warmly, no thank you, I'm exhausted today. But seriously, have a great time. I'll join next time for sure.
No, thank you. Seriously. Both natural, both warm. You declined without drama and connected with warmth.
One full workday, 6 of our 10 words, all completely natural, all completely appropriate, all making you sound more fluent and more human.
Now let's try a friendship situation.
You're meeting a close friend for coffee. She asks how you've been feeling lately. You want to be real with her.
You say, honestly, I've been a bit overwhelmed. There's a lot going on right now.
Honestly, open the door to a real conversation, not a performance, not "I'm fine" when you're not.
She listens and then says, can I be blunt with you? I think you need to slow down. You've been doing too much for too long.
That blunt is love. You receive it with an open heart and say, "You're right, I know. I just find it hard to stop."
She suggests taking a weekend trip together to reset. You say, obviously, yes, that's exactly what I need right now.
Obviously, yes. Enthusiastic, warm, grateful. Not rude at all.
She asks where you want to go. You say, whatever you choose. You always pick the best places. I trust you completely.
Whatever. Generous, trusting, warm, the opposite of dismissive.
She laughs and says she'll plan everything. You smile and say, seriously, you're the best friend I've ever had. I mean that.
Seriously, adding genuine weight to a heartfelt compliment, making it feel real and deeply meant.
7 of our 10 words in one warm, honest friendship conversation. All natural, all human, all expressing connection and care.
Say it with us one final time. Everyone listening, repeat these out loud.
No thank you. To be honest, that's wrong. Obviously, I understand. Basically, it's simple. Actually, I agree. Whatever works. Fine with me. Blunt but kind. Seriously, thank you.
Say them again with warmth and confidence. No thank you. To be honest, that's wrong. Obviously, I understand. Basically, it's simple. Actually, I agree. Whatever works. Fine with me. Blunt but kind. Seriously, thank you.
All 10, all natural, all yours now. Let's bring everything together now.
No is not rejection. It's honest and respectful when said with warmth.
Blunt and honest are not attacks. They're signs that someone values you enough to tell you the truth.
Wrong doesn't shame, it corrects helpfully and moves forward.
Obviously and basically are tools for clarity, not dismissal.
Whatever is generous flexibility, not indifference.
Actually softens corrections and adds authentic surprise.
Fine is neutral and acceptable, not secretly frustrated unless the tone says otherwise.
And seriously is one of the most expressive and warm words in everyday English.
None of these words are your enemies. They are your tools, and tools work best when you understand them.
And now you understand all 10 of them.
You can use them with confidence, with warmth, with the knowledge that you are speaking natural, real English.
The fear of sounding rude has been holding some of you back, and today that fear gets smaller.
Because you know now that directness in English is not rudeness, it is respect, it is clarity, it is human connection.
And you deserve to speak English with that kind of freedom, with that kind of confidence.
You showed up today, you listened, you practiced, and your English is better for it.
Keep going, keep speaking, keep trusting yourself, because you are more than capable of this. If today's episode helped you feel more confident and more free in English, please give it a like right now.
And if you are not yet subscribed, please join our family today. A brand new episode is here for you every single day.
Thank you so much for being here with us. Every single listen means the world to us.
This has been English with Liam and Olivia. Simple English, real conversations, daily practice.
Take care of yourselves. Keep speaking, keep growing. We will see you in the very next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.